Good afternoon. My name is Cindy Parker and I am a social worker. And the reason that we're holding this town hall meeting this discussion panel is to give everyone a voice when talking about the new condos that are moving into 3rd Ward. So we want to start off by introducing our panel. Could you please start off?
Hi, my name is Melissa Gates and I represent the community as a whole. There are several questions I wanted to ask today. Hopefully we can get through all of them.
And hello community, my name is Sheila Jackson Lee. I've been representing the community for the past 23 years and I've had the opportunity to listen to all sides, and I'm also here to hopefully answer some questions and get some questions answered.
Hi, I'm Ray Wright. I work for the public administration of the Ray Wright Corporation, and I'm here to answer any questions.
All right, thank you for introducing yourselves. First off, I want to start off by asking Melissa, how do you feel about the community? How do you feel the community will change with Mr. Wright's business moving into your neighborhood?
I feel that it would definitely harm us. It makes me really nervous because I feel that he's taking away jobs. I feel that it's destroying our community, and I don't know how to take that.
Okay. Mr. Wright, do you have anything to say to that?
Oh, I don't understand why building new homes and providing jobs is hurting some community. I'm here to provide opportunities.
What type of opportunities are you trying to bring?
Well, if someone signs up for $1,300 a month condos, then they would have a wonderful life. I think condos look nice in this area, and I think that the Walmart that we're building right next to it is going to provide a lot of jobs. So.
You're referring to the condos that you want to build here. However, what about the people that actually live here now that are not renting but owning their own homes? How does that affect us?
Well, I think that we could help you relocate, maybe. I mean, maybe provide some sort of.
I'm sorry, relocate?
Some sort of.
As in for us to move out of our own home?
Well,
I'm sorry.
we could maybe offer a benefit for the Wright Corporation talked about offering a benefit for anyone who's current resident who wants to move into the condo. You get a 15% discount.
Let's bring our Congresswoman into this discussion. What are your thoughts?
Thank you, moderator. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak my voice. I thought that this meeting was about infrastructure and improving the community. And although I do agree with Mr. Rice, I do think that you bringing in your condos could improve the overall looking of the community. But I don't want the original community members to feel as if what he's bringing going to take away. You know, I've just got a block grant from the government to improve, so my main concern is building sidewalks to make the community safe, better lighting,
That is what we need, exactly. Thank you.
Okay, so I just want us to try to come up with things that we can do. We're working together to improve the community. So what type of things do you feel like you can add to the community without taking original residents away?
See, I think that by being employed and working for our corporation, that you could take care of yourself and learn how to maybe buy a lamp or have more lighting in your house and protect your things better, I guess. But as far as providing sidewalks and more infrastructure, I mean, you'll always have potholes, won't you? Won't you always have a broken bus somewhere? I mean, if you give our condos a chance to really thrive in this community, you'd be surprised how it'll reshape and it might look different. Maybe there will be some people that might move in from Dallas or whatever, but these people are nice, and I think that if you let the condos and the new people move in, it really helps, because they bring their money and their jobs, and then you have opportunities to work.
Mr. Wright, from a social worker perspective, my thought about the community and the constituents of Congresswoman Lee are that, what about gentrification? Are you concerned about that? Are you concerned that this may be the
Of course he is.
beginning?
He doesn't
of
worry
them
about
moving
that.
out?
Well, as a businessman, well, as a human being, I mean, of course, I'm worried that people who've lived somewhere for a long time will lose their right to live there, and that really upsets me. But I think it's really racist and unfair to judge a certain population based on their race. I mean, isn't that why should you judge the new people moving in just because they happen to be white or they happen to be, you know, that seems like a racist policy. It feels like
How
if
did race
there's
come into play? We're not sure of the new residents of what their nationality is.
well, I feel like it wasn't an issue whenever we're, you know, I think if we're building condos and people could move in, it would be an issue. But I feel like it's all the racial tensions that have been happening in the community lately. You know, I feel like ever since you had the riot a couple weeks ago, and you've had some conflicts that have happened recently between different people, and I feel like there's been kind of racial tension. I feel like that's the heart of gentrification, really.
Congresswoman Lee, do you have anything to say to that regarding the race issue?
Well, I'm gonna repeat what I said before. I thought the meeting was about infrastructure. I am not even gonna entertain what Mr. Rice said when it came to race and what he feels about racism, because that's his perception, and everyone has their right. However, when it comes to the community concerns, I'm thinking about bringing programs to help us improve the schools, such as having the New Impact School, where they're giving kids the opportunity to earn their associates and get their diploma. As far as when he's talked about jobs, he never really mentioned what type of jobs that he would supply the community with, and would these jobs be sustaining to where the residents will live in their community. But I would also like to put the rest of the clients that to the residents that many of the homes, at least 70% of the homes, are owned to the family and their residents. They're homestead homes. We can make some of the properties deed restrictive to where we can make sure that the homes stay in the community. Also, we can put in extra measures to make sure that the residents stay in their home. Home buyer education classes, things that we can do to educate the community on what they need to do when it comes to taxes, how to pay their taxes in a more sustainable way. So I do feel like it's things that I can do as a representative to make sure that the residents feel safe in their own home, and that they are not going to be kicked out of their homes, that they raise their families in.
Melissa, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
I'm listening to what you're saying, and I do agree with it. However, his reaction to the question that Ms. Parker asked, it makes me really nervous, because I do want for our community to be safe. I do want to provide more education. I do want us to have better resources. However, when he's bringing in condos, it hurts us because we're no longer able to take care of ourselves. We have to focus on paying more taxes. We're not focused on education anymore. He's only focused on money, and that's his concern. That's not our concern. So how does that benefit us?
Well, my thing is what's best for the community and what's best for the families that's in that community. So my thing is, as I mentioned earlier, I had got the $1.4 million Black Grant to improve infrastructure, and that's what I will be doing.
Does he have a say over the Black Grant?
No, the constituents have more of a say on the Black Grants.
Thank you so much for this time. We're going to wrap it up now. We're running out of time, but I want to thank each and every one of you for being here and for having your opinions and your voices, and hopefully this is giving you and your neighborhood some time to say what needs to be said. So until next time, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.